Hey, welcome back to another day of Life with Kev. So, well, we done had some things change. The vlog's about to change. They about to change. No, could look at it two ways. Things could have changed for the worse, but it could have changed for the better. It could have changed for the better. So, vlogs will be different. I'm gonna explain it all probably in another vlog, but right now we on to this new chapter, new adventure. So we better go look at this property. I'm about to meet this realtor, look at this property, see what it looked like. I want to walk through it. She said that the other realtor said a lot of people are interested in it. It's gonna be a bidding war. I ain't trying to do a bidding war. I'm just trying to get my feet wet. So I'm gonna go over here and look, cause who knows what might come from it. But I'm on this journey of letting my money work for me. Instead of me working for the money, it's time to let my money work for me. So, you know, last 2.5 years I've been buying crypto, because I personally believe that that's what the dollar is gonna be. We're gonna be operating off digital currency, not paper currency no more. So I invest in a lot in crypto. Then another thing I want you to think about this: when you see they got Bitcoin ATM machines and gas stations and stuff where you can go put your debit card in there and buy Bitcoin, you should think about that. Like, So I've been buying a lot of crypto. In March, the people who are into crypto that watch my vlog in March, well, if you had some crypto, you made some good money. The first week of March, you made some good money. So, but I need to park some money somewhere else. So, you know, I'm about to go look at this property and see what all entails. You know, like I said, I ain't trying to get in a bidding war because some of the disclosures that they already disclosed about the property is like, I ain't trying to deal with all that. You know, it's doable, but I ain't trying to deal with all that. So we better make our way on over here.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Edgewater Drive.
Let's see what this house is. Sit on the corner.
Turn right onto Edgewater Drive. In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Down here, the corner down here. This is a nice little area.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, this it right here? Yeah, that's it right here. That's the flash right here. So the roof look pretty new. The air conditioning unit look kind of new. They're talking about a bidding war. I'm not doing a bidding war. I guess I could pull on this side down here. I don't know when the realtor is supposed to show up and meet me here. So, but this is the property. They say got this one kind of discouraged me. Talking about I got a foundation issue, which I don't know if you can see. Look at that front porch and the bricks are cracking. and it got a little slump in it. So they said a foundation issue, the master bathroom got a leak, and I guess this the realtor right here. I guess, I don't know. Nah. Oh, this is her, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and check this thing out and see what it look like. See what comes from it. You know, I'm gonna be optimistic. You know, the man up above him, he can make things work. Boy, when you can't see it happen, boy, he'll make it happen for you. Trust me, boy. Stuff I done been through, boy, he'll make it happen for you. You don't see a way, but hey, he'll make it happen. So we're gonna go ahead and this could be another person just to meet this meet. Cause I think the realtor is I ain't racist, and the realtor, I think she's a white lady. I think there's a black lady in this car. I think. But she getting out, so this could be her. But let's go. They got a lot of people up here looking at this house. That's 2 people right there. So I'm gonna get out, see what's what. There's water damage right there.
Oh, here we go, right here.
That's the foundation.
I know, he needs to.
And because you've got to make yours look better than theirs, and they're gonna like the week closing and the, 125 or 130, 135. But those cash offers, they're not gonna come in real high. So if you wanted to come in higher, and try to beat them that way.
Okay.
No, so I'm gonna look to see what they classify it as. Sorry. So I'm gonna tell them no. Sorry, I'm on your agent. I'm gonna tell them no. That's what we can
Is this how she come in and touch me? I've never even done this. Please. I don't know how to do this. Where did you do the code?
Oh, sorry.
Right
The code is in the combo box
Right here.
below where it's
Oh, didn't even see that sitting there. I was like, where is the code?
No. I just wanted him to be able to see that you're coming in. So, got that one.
Okay, I'm gonna let you just go here.
Okay. So sink it right here.
I felt like it was,
They really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
But the foundation issues is what really scares me.
Yeah.
Because that, like you said, that can be a lot. Do you know what the water damage was?
No, you saw the property disclosure,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is what was on that.
Okay. Oh yeah, they got some major foundation issues. It's a dip there. Okay. Yeah, Lord, the foundation issue is special in that master. You
Yeah,
can feel the dips
you
in the
can,
you
you
feel the
can.
dips in the floor.
Yeah.
That's what really scares me.
Yeah.
If we didn't have the foundation issues, it would be pretty good.
Right,
I
yeah.
guess that's the water they was talking
Yeah.
about right there. So
Yeah.
the roof leak.
Yeah, you're right, it's a nice house, but it's just got some foundation issues.
Correct.
You know, that is very sad that whoever, you know, I don't know whether it's just because it's real, it seems to be a little sandy in this area. I don't know whether it was something that had to do with this, I don't know.
The drainage of the
Yep.
yeah, that's what kind of scared me, especially just starting out. That's what really kind of scares me.
Yeah. Well, I applaud you for, do you have, I mean, like, do you do any construction yourself, or do you
I can
have
do-
anybody?
I can do a lot myself. I have
Uh-huh.
a family member that's an electrician.
Right? See, that's great if you have a little team that, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Far as
It can
the
fix
construction part, my dad does a lot of construction.
Uh-huh.
And he is the one told me like the foundation issue on top of water. He said, "Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe gonna cost you a lot to get it back on the market or get to where it's everything, all of that is fixed."
Right, because that you know, obviously it's gonna have to be fixed. You know, turn around and, you know, sell it.
Let me lock this down.
Yeah. Here, I got it. Well, I'm gonna do the top lock.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be the top lock this time. Look at this. You see all this is separated?
Yeah, I mean this is probably it's either
Yep.
sinking right there and
Uh-huh.
it's pulling it away.
Uh-huh.
And so that could lead to more structure on your roof.
It's very unfortunate that that happened to this lot. And I don't know where the blame, you know, I don't know what it lies in. You know.
Correct.
This house was built,
I think I know the last it was sold in 1988. So
it was built in 1963. But it shouldn't have done this if everything had been done right. That's what happened. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that lies, you know, whether the soil, the actual land itself,
Sure.
like you said, eroded,
right.
and that could be caused from, like you said, just drainage, you know, just running through, not properly, you know, because it's sloping lot.
Yeah, and it slopes towards that way.
And the water has just run
Right.
through here for that many years. That's
just
been
wash
about
it away.
80 Years,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Well, 60, excuse me. 63, 40, and about 60 years. It's about 60 years old. So it shouldn't have done this in 60 years, but I'm like you, I think
And so they done patch something right
there's
there.
been erosion, yeah.
Where those
and
bricks
drainage
at.
runoff. And that was unfortunate because whoever graded, they might not have even had it graded, you know? They
Yeah.
didn't grade it with thinking of where water was going to go. But
That's a little teeny crawl space. Oh yeah, yeah. Laura, how often
And
do you
that's
get properties similar to this? Around the same price range?
I mean, they'll keep
Keep
popping up. I
Okay.
mean, they'll keep popping up. And you saw it from the emails that I sent?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So you'll see it, you know, you'll see them pop up every now and then. I mean, But like I said, 9 times out of 10, they gonna go
Go quick.
cash.
Okay.
They gonna go cash. They just are, because there's that many investors out there that they've built up and they've done this for a long time, and they got cash in the bank.
Right, there you go.
So, and it takes a little while, to get there, but you'll get there, and you
Right.
got to start somewhere.
Correct.
And, what you kind of have to do, and I kind of have to tell my clients this, because, you have all different kinds of clients. Like I have some clients that have to sell their home before they can buy one, right?
Okay.
They want to sell their home before they buy one, because they've already got a mortgage. They can't have 2 mortgages.
Correct.
And so that'll give them a little bit of cash. They got to pay off that mortgage, and then they can get a new loan. Well, as a seller, if you got 2 buyers and one person's doesn't have a house they got to sell before they put it on the contract, it's contingent on me selling my house. Well, they got to wait twice as long, because they got to wait till that house gets listed and sold.
Correct.
Before they're ready to come over, but it's already a contract, so that house is locked up, but it's just waiting on that other house. They don't want to have to deal with that.
Right.
So, it's a constant thing. What I normally say is, unfortunately, you kind of have to start looking at the houses that, and there's houses out there, you kind of have to look at the houses that aren't as popular.
Correct.
Like they don't have 7. There's houses out there, you just have to look. Is the gap in the amount you're going to make going to be as much? Well, actually, by the time this one's sold, you don't know. It could be sold at $175.
Correct.
So you have to kind of find those houses that have been on the market for a while, and they start coming down in price, and then they're ready to sell. So you make a lower price. Hey, this house has been on the market for 60 days.
Right.
I can come in lower. And listen, if they don't have any other offers, they want any kind of offer, no matter if it's got a loan or cash.
Correct.
So my advice, to somebody that if you don't, you don't have to sell anything, you just got to have a loan, is it is very hard for a person with a loan to compete with somebody that's got cash in hand.
Okay. Now, what I did do, so my house I'm in now, I bought it new. So I just did a HELOC on it.
Okay.
So that
Got that equity that you could use. Right.
That money is available. Plus, I have
and
some
that's
cash
good.
on hand.
That's very good. Now,
Okay.
see, that was very smart. All those little steps that you're taking are definitely moving you in the right direction.
Okay.
So the good part about that is you don't have to take out a loan for the whole amount, maybe, whatever,
Right.
you just take it out for a certain amount, then it only has to appraise for whatever your loan is.
Correct. See, I was looking to get it in either rental condition, decent rental condition, which kind of by my standards, and rent it.
Right.
And then let it
Get you
build
some
equity
income. There you go.
Because I'm more or less looking at the cash flow
Right.
versus selling it for the lump sum
Rentals.
profit.
Right. So
That's
you're
what-
looking at rentals.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Good plan. Very good plan. Very good plan. Get that money coming in there from what, and then once you get one rental, you got that money come in there, build that, get you another rental.
That's my
Get
plan.
double the money coming in there, and then before you know it doesn't take long. It does not take long. But right now, you're going to have a hard time competing with the cash buyers. And if it's your first house, I would be weary for you to get something that is going to be in this much need of repair.
Right.
But you'll find them that may need a little something. But yeah, foundations are probably the most expensive repair there is. Roof is not too bad. In fact, I've got some good roofers that do a good job and can do it, fairly cheap.
Okay. What are your views on like condos?
Listen, there's so many renters out there right now looking for places. The deal with that is, you got to make sure, most of them probably got HOAs.
Right.
So, that makes it not quite as attractive to have an HOA. But, you go ahead.
Oh, that's okay.
So, you know, yeah, just.
You don't want this house, man. You don't
At
want.
least 30,000 in foundation repair, man. You don't want this. I'm telling you.
He does.
Yeah, we wanted to come in. We wanted to come in at 115. That's what he was telling me.
He wanted to come in at 115.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. So.
Who's crawling today? Who's going under?
I already got my guy. Don't be trying to eavesdrop. Yeah, man, I think it's a hard punt for you. 30,000 in Terratech. Terratech's gonna hit you for at least 30 grand. That takes all the juice out of the deal. So.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Look, Joe don't mind some company if you want to go.
Hey, Joe gonna have a hard time getting under there.
He's already out there.
Oh, you already on there?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Hey.
Yeah, he's already under it. You gotta inspect it to put in an offer.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
they won't. Yeah, we tried.
That's kind of big.
Okay.
I got under there. He wasn't a little guy. That was
I
kind of
know,
big.
I know. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, just keep looking, but I will tell you, you know, I'm not an expert in the investment properties.
Okay.
That's not, you know, I don't deal a lot with that.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with a lot of just, I do a good bit of land, but I also do, you know, good just resale houses that are in fairly good shape.
Okay.
So, you know, I would never offer. I can just offer you the financial. I can just tell you from my experience what I see happening. I mean, I listed one that, I'm just going to show you.
Okay. Yeah.
I listed one, I live over near Prosperity, Newberry
Okay.
County. I listed one, and that's a very desirable area right now, and because there's a lot of land over there. People want to build on the land. But I listed a little fixer-upper. It had the HVAC pulled out so it had no HVAC hooked up.
Okay.
It had a low foundation, and they had somebody over there that had pulled out because it had some foundation. It didn't have foundation issues like this, so it had some like old termite damage or something like that. It didn't have active termites, but they pulled the ductwork. They said it was too tight to have ductwork under there, so they suggested putting the ductwork up in the roof. And so my sellers, it was two old men, they didn't want to do any repairs, they wanted to sell it as it was, okay?
Okay.
So this old fixer-upper, which is really a fairly cute house, okay? That was the main problem with it. And it was probably 1950, something like that. It was on 12 acres.
Okay.
We listed it at 180. Same thing happened. It got the offers coming in. I was just like bombarded with the offers. And my sellers told me, well, it's not my decision. It's not the listing agent's decision.
Right.
It's the seller. Sometimes the sellers don't know, so the listing agent can advise them. But my sellers told me, we don't want to deal with any inspectors. We want cash. So they told me, we took all the offers and they said put them in two stacks, cash and the ones that had loans. They didn't even look at them, because as long as they had that, they were interested in closing fast, not having to deal with anything. Now once it got under contract, oh, by the way, it went for 210,500. So
Okay.
35 over asking. Went for 210,500. That was the cash offer. It was a no-brainer for them, right?
Right.
Take that, close in a couple weeks.
Right.
So during that, and I knew the agent that was working with the buyer. Not well, but I knew of him, and he does a lot with investment stuff.
Okay.
And so during the time, they had their due diligence and they had it inspected, and they came back and wanted, they said, we know that you're not doing repairs, because it was listed as is. They said, we know you're not doing repairs, but can you get the sellers to get a new roof using their insurance, and we'll whatever. They wanted us to try that. And they were like, no, we ain't doing that. We don't want to mess with it because then we're gonna have that, then we're gonna have that premium, whatever. So they didn't want to do that. So then he said, okay. So then they sent over a repair done them. In lieu of repairs, they wanted, I can't even remember how much. They wanted to lower the price. A lot of them will come in and do that. But my sellers knew that there was so much interest in that property that they knew they could put it back on the market. They weren't scared to put it back on the market because they knew with the interest that it had, they knew they'd be able to sell it. So we just ignored the repair addendum, and they stayed with us, and it sold for $210,500.
Okay.
But that kind of shows you how much they're willing to, sometimes go over asking, as is, cash. So yeah, my advice would be take a look at some of those houses that have been sitting there. There's a reason they're sitting there, okay?
Right.
Most of the time they're overpriced for what they are.
Okay.
But make an offer. If they've been sitting there, come in under that.
Okay.
And just see what happens.
Do you foresee the market coming down, or it's gonna stay?
It's starting, I think it's hit the peak. I don't think it can sustain continued prices rising. And I've been doing some research, and it says they're starting to maybe take a tiny dip, but they're not going to take much of a dip.
Okay.
Because we're not in that time period of 2008 when we were having all those foreclosures. These most of these people sitting in houses are locked in at 2.5% or 3% or 4%. They not in trouble most of them.
Right.
And most of them can't afford to go anywhere because they can't go buy something else at the interest rate today. So I see there not being a lot of inventory. So therefore that's keeping the prices up. It's not like a flood of houses like it was in 2008 when the housing market just crashed, So no, I don't really see them coming way down. But there are houses that are sitting there that, just kind of, look at them and see. But that's really all I can tell you. Now, if you want to throw in an offer on this, I'm not telling you I won't do it. Yeah. Just right now, I would be careful on the types of repairs that I would do. Stick with something like, okay, if it just needs a new roof, or if it needs a new HVAC, HVACs.
Anything above ground, pretty much.
Yes. Yeah.
How often do you get any short sales or foreclosures?
No, I don't. Like I said, I'm not digging into that because that's not my area of expertise. So if somebody tells me I can set you up, like I can click that when I do the criteria for the search so that you'll get them, you'll see them.
Correct.
But again, I don't normally deal with any of that. It's kind of totally out of my area of expertise, and that's why, if you, and I'm not even that, say if you find a realtor that you feel like works with this type of investors better, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. If you say, I need somebody that can guide me more, because I'm going to be honest with you, I can't really guide you other than to just say you need to get it inspected. I'm not, and I don't want you to come back on me and say, well, my realtor told me.
No. So, but you can, like the houses you send me, you can send me like foreclosures?
Yeah. I can just, do you want me to just send you that? Or just, I can click on, foreclosures, short sales. That is an option on the criteria.
Send me those.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking, like I said, I would do the rent, but I need it to have some equity in it for me. Just in case something falls through, I can potentially try to sell it.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's what a lot of people are doing. With the investing. So I'll go back and take a look at that criteria that I've got set up for you.
Okay.
And go to any kind of classes that you can go to, or read up on it, or just shadow somebody that's willing to help you out, get started. you know, it's a lot that I don't know about it. I deal with the contract side, so, you know, the financing and the investing, all the different ways that you can, you
Let me
know.
ask you something. I see people that they say owner financing or they'll get the owner. How does that really work?
It's basically just like getting a loan, except you do it through the seller.
So you're not necessarily putting your credit out there. You're going
Right. That's why you see people all the time say, "Oh, finance." They can't get a loan. They can't get a loan. They don't have the credit's not good enough. So, how many sellers you think are going to offer that? Because they know this person can, or you know, it just depends, you know. I haven't had good luck with it. I've had people ask me, like with houses that I've listed, would your seller do on a finance? You know, and every time it's been no. You know, so it's kind of hard to find those. But yeah, it's between the now, like I said, there's an attorney involved. So, you know, the attorney can, you know, it's still going to be you pay, you stay, you don't, you won't. I mean, they can get kicked out
Correct.
if they don't pay, because attorneys, it's got to go through closing with an attorney. And most of the time they sell finance, and they will at least say we got to pay like features and down. It's usually a high down payment, and then I'll pay. Then I'll let you, you know.
All right, thank you. Boy, we done made it on back home. We done made it home. Now I looked at some other things on the internet, and the relative, like I say, she was real helpful. She gave me a lot of information, a lot of stuff I ain't think about, a lot of stuff I knew but didn't know. So for today, that's gonna wrap the vlog for today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Make sure you click that bell. That bell let you know every time I post. Like I said, post gonna be different now. You might not get a lot of trucking stuff, but definitely, surely gonna be different. Till then, we out.